love, respect. My content is not for everyone, and that's okay. To the genuine ones with no misintentions, my content is not for everybody, and I say that respectfully. But to the genuine ones, I actually hope all is well in your end, and I actually hope that you continue to find peace within, regardless to who gave up on you, overlooked you, or said that you didn't have potential. You matter and you are worthy. And I say that respectfully. Continue to be patient with your process when it comes to your journey. You matter and you're worthy. The beauty starts within you. They want to understand. Hold on 1 second. Elevation looks good on you today. They didn't understand your reflection when it came to your faith, the confidence you had within you to understand. Hold on 1 second. That rotation, you catching your blessings because you was truly the gift of yourself. Regardless who gave up on you, overlooked you during your journey, that vision hits different. And you say, I love me. And I say that respectfully. You are beautiful and you are handsome and you are worthy. My content is not for everyone. And that's okay. No, it's the trade though, me, God darn it. His not, and that's okay. No, for real, for real. My content ain't for everybody, and that's okay. I never gave nobody permission in no area code to use my creativity as their own, or to blackmail me against me, or to gang stalk me, and I say that respectfully. No neighbor and no area code. It's a train of thought for me. How folks would rather disrespect you, laugh at your pain, make you feel like you're supposed to be uncomfortable. They gang stalking you right to left, telling your every move. When you would have to get physical, how they try to blackmail you against yourself because you truly got potential. They lack self-control when it came to discipline, telling the next door neighbor in each continent, let alone zip code, what you got going in your apartment. It be the train of thought for me, something that you didn't sign up for. How this type of stuff actually happens when someone will lack self-control. And then when you speak up for yourself, you snitch. How they gang stalking you right to left. When you was far from a BITCH, it be the train of thought for me. How they hack your devices, allowing your name, put you in conversations you was never supposed to be part of. Or because they lack self-control when it came to discipline, they matter their household. How this type of stuff actually happens. How someone would gang stalk you, didn't matter your neighbor, any zip code. How they air hustling right to let the do you wrong. When you mind your business, the hold on 1 second, you was never part of their vision. It be the train of thought for me. Overcoming a storm they can't relate to. Was going with and actually choose themselves. Got so much hate in their vein, but hold on 1 second, what happened to all that animosity? It wasn't within me, but you had it in you. It be a train of thought for me. I may not make sense to the average person, but goddamn with your bad habits. Until someone speaks up for themselves, they hold on, chill, you're doing too much. Why am I doing too much now? Wasn't you just laughing in my face, playing mind games, trying to take my pockets when it comes to my mental health? But I'm slow, stupid, and retarded? That's what you said that day. You wanted to make me so uncomfortable so I won't balance my faith. But God showed me who my enemy was when I least expected, so I won't reject myself to catch a case. Even when you hack my device to lie on my name, I ain't have to get physical to disrespect you out loud because I truly love myself. And God allowed me to smile. That's what you wanted to dim. That's what you wanted to dim. You wanted to make me homeless. That's what you said out loud. Taking my creativity, making it your idea, but God allowed me to create every single thing in the most healthiest way. The blueprint is mine when it comes to my authenticity, something that you couldn't relate to, what you loved in yourself, to actually mean what you say, going within the hill. If you actually got in tune with yourself, you can actually bring that creativity out on your own. Talking about you on your way to the bank to do me wrong. Ain't nobody gonna believe you BITCH. It be the train of thought for me. How God sees everything. That's why God restores the innocent person. Only rise to hold on 1 second. I actually understood confidence. Even when you try to shortchange me my vision. But God allowed me to see my potential. Something that you can relate to. Never allow someone to make you feel like you have to live in fear, good day, bad day, or a misunderstanding day. When they try to blackmail you against you, it don't matter what neighbor it is in any area code, zip code, or continent. One thing they can never take away from you is your authenticity. One thing they can never take away from you is your anointings. Regardless to what neighbor in the next room of any zip code is air hustling, listening to you. So much, you know what? They ain't gonna believe you anyway. I'm gonna say that I made this creativity. I did that. I did that. I did that. No, the fuck you didn't. He It was RVSPCT neighbor. Hold on 1 second, far from a crash shout. Ready, 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 ready. Catching my blessings. Hold on 1 second. You was real heavy on the disrespect. But as soon as I speak up, I'm dead ass wrong. But I ain't have to get physical. It be the train of thought for me. How folks will blackmail you when you ain't have to put your hands on nobody, or let alone hurt yourself. You wasn't trying to wild out. It be the train of thought for me. A vision that they can relate to with self-control. But then you speak up for yourself after they said that you a snitch, that you don't got self-control. You know, this type of stuff happens when someone disrespects you. And you're supposed to be able to go into your own comfort zone and be able to express yourself, right? And then for someone to blackmail you against you in your comfort zone where you may be paying rent at, or where you decide to go into your car, or where you decide to say, you know what, I'm going to go to my mom's or my dad's house and I know I'm able to express myself there and nobody will blackmail me against me. Only to find out someone is listening to what they're listening when they need to be minding their business at the end of the day, just to blackmail you against you. Telling you every move, what you wearing, telling folks what you got going on when you didn't have the potential. Hold on 1 second, shortchanging your neighbor out of their own blessing. Our vocabulary don't hit the same, because I ain't have hate in my vein. Where you supposed to express yourself out nowadays without your neighbor trying to blackmail you against you? And then the first thing they say is that you crazy, slow, stupid, and retarded. It be the train of thought for me. How this type of stuff happens. It doesn't matter about someone's sexual orientation, disability, age, or religion. I thought you're supposed to be in an environment where you're supposed to express yourself. Everybody expresses themselves differently. But when you're not trying to hurt yourself or others around you, where's your safe place? When you're far from slow, stupid, and retarded, where is your safe place? You're supposed to be paying rent somewhere, or you're supposed to be renting a space out for your organization or this, and you have a moment to yourself to vent, and you can't even vent because someone will blackmail you against you. And as soon as you say a curse word or two, or as soon as you bring your pitch up when it comes to your voice, you're doing too much. But people pick and choose who they want to bully. People pick and choose who they want to blackmail to put them in a system and a mindset of being a prisoner. You know, someone is behind the scenes wanting to get somebody locked up or put them in a psych board and saying someone doesn't have self-control. How this type of stuff actually happens. What happened to our safe place when you can't do it in your own home? My content is not for everybody, and I say that respectfully. It was RVSPCT neighbor. Ready, 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 ready. Go catch your blessings, neighbor, neighbor, neighbor. You are worthy. You far from a hater, understanding your worth. You was never in competition with your neighbor. Elevation looks good on you today. Hold on 1 second, neighbor, 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 neighbor. Don't damn you lie. Always be yourself when someone says you don't have potential. You know, gang stalking is really real. And something that you probably didn't even sign up for. People be having a mindset of jealousy and hate and envy within them. How you got the next door neighbor in different tax brackets or area codes trying to see you down and see you frown. They don't want you to maintain your smile when it comes to self-confidence. But hold on 1 second, you wasn't trying to self-destruct another day, becoming your worst enemy. They would never understand your fate, healing trauma and pain. It was very uncomfortable, but who would have known you still being patient with you to understand that, hold on 1 second, you wasn't trying to lose you. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. I would never hurt myself, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding. I say that respectfully. I thought that disrespect was loud, but I knew God was in the room and I was truly making God proud. Believing in my faith, God never overlooked me. God allowed me to release whatever I was holding within me. God gave me the balance to acknowledge my worth. Who would have knew I was not in competition with my neighbor? I understood happy tears became better days ahead. Understand the flow they can't understand. Hold on 1 second to relate to. I love me not to dim my light. I love me not to dim my light. The energy is different, neighbor. Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. We may not pray the same, but I know how to respect my neighbor, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding, regardless to what storm you're overcoming or what storm you're going through at the moment. I ain't got hate in my vein. I just know how to stay in my lane. Excuse me, no thank you. Hold on 1 second. I have to get physical. The disrespect was loud when you was playing with spoken in a toxic way, doing come to me spells, doing rituals right to left so I could reject me. But who would have knew that God was truly protecting me mentally, showing me how truly was worthy. You wanted me to be a crash out, get me locked up, put me in a cyber, but who would have knew that? Hold on 1 second. Thank you, God, for being patient with me. That ain't just different. God ain't for selling. It's not for likes and views or cloud chasing. Because my content ain't for everybody, and I say that respectfully. I don't use the word God to abuse it. The energy is different. And healing, trauma, pain ain't a race. Something that certain folks can't get used to. Just because I speak up for myself don't mean I'm not healing. Certain folks be trying to put a narrative to my character at the end of it when you don't even know me. It be the train of thought for me. Because you would want your child to speak up for themselves regardless of what storm they going through when folks is going against them. It be the train of thought for me. And especially when folks is threatening their life right to left. All he was doing was being their authentic self, the gift that you brought into this world. Even days when you can't protect them, you will hope that they will speak up for themselves in the most healthiest way. And be truly protected. Even if we don't pray the same. It be the train of thought for me. What's going on, neighbor? What's going on? Hope all is well on your end, neighbor. Oh, them you lie. I do not play with spoken in a toxic way. I do not energy harvest of anybody's energy. I do not play with spoken in a toxic way. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. I do not destiny swipe with people. I do not gang store people or hack they devices. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. When it comes to my creativity, I work alone. I don't work with no third party. And I say that respectfully, regardless of what neighbor it is, with zip code or whatever the case may be. I always worked alone. Regardless, they try to blackmail me, disrespect me out loud. They hack my devices to see me frail. Regardless, maintaining my smile, understanding regardless how I came from poverty and pain. Who would not stand? I'll be standing before myself today. Thank you, God, for being patient with me. That ain't just different. I never thought I was better than anybody, but I understood self-confidence when I ain't have to hurt nobody. Always be yourself when someone says you don't have potential. And I say that respectfully. They said you act and you corny, you ain't nobody, don't damn yeah. Always be yourself. When God sends the right people into your life, respect will be a two-way street. They ain't got hate in their vein. They look at you like competition. Elevation looks different when it comes to maturing. Acting their body weight, not their shoe size. The energy is different. I understood I overcame when it came to time and day. Patience. You know, healing, trauma, and pain is not a race overnight process. And when the right people walk into your life, they don't put you in competition when it comes to trauma and pain. They don't outdo your trauma. They're not trying to dig up your past to try to humiliate you. They're not gang stalking you, hacking your devices, or playing with spoken and toxic, or doing come to me spells, or doing rituals on you and stuff like that. Nah, that's not their vocabulary. We may not pray the same, but I know and I respect my neighbor. Who do know that God sent the right people into my life? Hold on 1 second, and we didn't have to get physical. Because just like a relationship, when you're in a relationship with somebody, like a marriage or something, you don't always gotta put your hands on somebody or disrespect somebody. Just like when somebody come into your life, you don't gotta do that either. You don't gotta have a mindset of having hate and jealousy and envy within you. We hold on operate the same when it comes to maturing, acting our body weight, not our shoe size. Hold on 1 second. When the right people sit at your table, that confidence looks different. You ain't running from your past, but you understood why God closed certain doors in your life to show you why true love can truly last. That unconditional love was real. Only for you to was truly keeping it real. I'm not your general respect, and my content is not for everyone, and I say that respectfully. Misunderstood and loved by you, far from a hater, what about you? Misunderstood and judged by you, far from a hater, what about you? Peace and respect, and neighbor, stop the ball. She better don't dim your light, go you, neighbor, don't dim your light. You are beautiful and you are handsome. You matter and you are worthy. My content is not for everyone. And when it comes to my creativity, I get it from my Heavenly Mother, my Heavenly Father, God. I do not work with no third-party conversations until God leads me to the right people with no malicious intentions or hate or jealousy and envy within them. Or that would never bring harm towards me, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. That wouldn't sit there and try to affect me in my free will when it comes to spiritually, physically, emotionally, and on my same day. And I say that respectfully. So the genuine ones, have a safe remaining year, day, evening, weekend, week. You man and you're worthy. Protect your energy, protecting your family. Stay out of trouble. Stop the violence. You matter, you're worthy. Healing, trauma, and pain is not a race or an overnight process, and I say that respectfully. It's not. But you are worthy. You are worthy of the right people by your side. You are worthy of the right people respecting you, regardless to who overlooked you, gave up on you, disrespected you. You overflowed the wrong cup. Never feel wrong for expressing yourself to the wrong person because they wasn't meant to be part of your journey. And I say that respectfully. It should be no reason why someone comes into your life and you dismiss them in the most healthiest way. How they trying to psych you at your free will, spiritually, mentally, physically, even emotionally. You are worthy of the right people, not trying to dim your light. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and my content is not for everybody. Healing, trauma, and pain is not a race or an overnight process. Thank you for your time. Have a good day.
No, even check on me. I gotta go. I need a nap. I gotta go.
Thank you for your time. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions when someone says you don't have potential. And even when someone tries to humiliate you, to invite you to their table, you left and walked away with your faith. You left and walked away with your confidence. Something they try to destroy. You may not pray the same, but you are worthy of loving yourself. And I say that respectfully, regardless of how long it's going to take you. You matter and you are worthy. They gave up on you, they overlooked you. But you matter, you were, they're choosing you. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect. Thank you for your time. Have a good day.
No, even check on me. Gotta go. Oh, yeah. Today is currently June 2nd, 2025. Thank you for your time. Have a good day.